Welcome to my YouTube channel, Insights for Life, and welcome to this video in which I'm going to speak about rejection. Rejection, in short, can be defined as a feeling. It's a feeling that a person chooses to sustain. So this is a short definition, but it has two important keywords which we have to pay attention to because they kind of summarize the whole dilemma of rejection. The first is feeling. So rejection is a feeling, which means that it's something of our own making. It's something that comes from within us. It's not imposed on us by anybody. The second word is choice. So it's a feeling that a person chooses to sustain. And this is very important because not all people choose to feel the same way towards anything. So when a person feels rejected, that means he chooses to feel rejected. He could feel otherwise differently. So it's a feeling that a person chooses to sustain when, for example, he's not invited to a group party, when someone forgets to return his phone call, or simply when someone fails to reciprocate when he flashes a smile at him, and so on and so forth. This feeling takes roots when the person takes things personal. This is the most important point here. When the person takes things personal and ignores the other person's circumstances, needs, desires, a unique personality, and freedom of choice. And in the heat of this, the person also tends to forget that all people, including himself, do it sometimes. They do it sometimes in the process of trying to express their preference to anything. People prefer things to others all the time. Prefer people to others. They prefer to wear some sort of clothing, prefer some sort of food, whichever it is. So it's a way to express preference without any intention, actually, to hurt or denigrate anyone in any way. It just happens literally because each and every one of us is unique and one of a kind, and he does not have to like or dislike anything just because others do the same. This feeling of rejection can result in terrible consequences, and it may have very bad ramifications with regard to the person's well-being in the short and long run. Most prominently, it kind of alienates the person because we as people tend to avoid whomever we think is rejecting us. So the person avoids people, he pushes himself away from being actively participant in any community activities or social performances whatsoever, and eventually he may end up missing out on very valuable opportunities. And this is really hard. This is tough because what else left if a person failed to grab opportunities? Life is about opportunities. All people are here hunting for opportunities every day and at each and every moment of their lives in order to perfect their living and to be able to carry out their missions fruitfully and successfully. And when a person misses out on opportunities, there is nothing left for him other than having to live with regret for the rest of his life. And nothing worse than that. In the following are some few tips that I suggest could help anyone who struggles with this feeling of rejection. The first step is just don't take things personal. This is very important, because this is a base from which this whole feeling comes out. Don't take things personal when people try to express their preference or exercise their freedom of choice. The second point is rejection is not about you. It's just the way it is. And unfortunately, there is no better word to describe when somebody chooses something else, to describe the other things that are not used, than rejection. That's why people use it. And you use this word as rejection. It became a taboo. It became something very hard to hear. But unfortunately, this is what we have. So rejection is not about the person. It's about actually the other person. And it's about his needs and desires and expectations and so on and so forth. So it's about him. It's not about you. The third point is train yourself to hear no. Because most people, unfortunately, are becoming addicted to positive confirmation at all times. And they just don't like hearing any word that goes contrary to this. So yes and no are like day and night. They always go together. And sometimes no could even be better for the person than yes. So train yourself to hear and accept, be prepared to hear and accept that word, no. The fourth point, which is crucial, the crux of this situation, is to leave your comfort zone and go out and try to dump yourself, try to experience situations that bear a potential rejection. Go into shopping malls and try to shake hands randomly with other people and see how are they going to react. Some of them are going to shake hands with you. Some of them are going to run away and think that you're crazy, and so on and so forth. Smile randomly at people and look at their faces and see their reaction. Also, some of them are going to reciprocate. Others are going to just shy away and turn their heads the other direction, which is very good for you, because that's the way you get help. That's the way it helps you to grow out of this situation of feeling rejected. You may even engage into door-to-door sales activities, which may simultaneously help you and to get over your situation and help you to make money. Strike random conversations with strangers, and so on and so forth. The final point is to beef up your self-esteem, because it has been proven that in most situations, people who has this persistent feeling of rejection, their self-esteem is shattered somewhat. But the good news is you can always stitch and repair your self-esteem, as I mentioned in a previous video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video.